What's up, beautiful people? Today we need to talk about gear again. Gear which makes your life as a musician easier, of course, not harder. Well, I'm a Rode fanboy and I showed you the Rode NT1 kit, and now it's time to talk about mounting the Rode microphone. And came across the PSA1 studio arm, and I just want to show you what's inside this little box. Shall we open it up? I think we should. Okay. Let's make some minor adjustments here, that it looks good. Alright. So, let's open up the package. We can... Is it just a little... Okay, yeah. Here we go. We can just open it up by removing this outer sleeve thingy. I think that's a good idea. It was the same like the Rode microphone, the NT1, I think. And then we can open up here a nice little lever and open this box up. And now I don't know which side is up and which is down. I think this is... Oh, alright. Something's falling out. This is a little... Yeah, it's a thingy to reduce the width of this screws. Okay, and... it's coming apart. Well, I don't like that too much. I could have put in a whole inlet into it to make it easier to open it up. But, yep, it works. Well... Alright, so this is the instruction. I don't think we need a lot of instructions. There's a nice little clampy thingy and what you should do, but yeah. Trust me, I'm an engineer, I don't need manuals. Alright, let's open up those individual packages. Here we have, this is the clamp which goes to the table, and it looks... This is metal. This is a bit plastic. I don't know if this is... we have to figure it out, but it sounds quite sturdy. This is a standard screw thingy. There's nothing too fancy. A nice little padding. It's like this foam thingy. Nice little rubber padding, which would increase the grip so that it could not slip from the table. But that's all she wrote. Next thing is... okay. We'll just remove it from here. And then I have to use my little cutter. Get rid of this, and where can I make some nice little cuts? Yep, this should do the trick. And you see the caution. Here it's spring loaded, so it will expand and you have to be careful. Nice little padding here that there won't get any scratches. Ooh, this looks really nice. It's a chrome finish and this looks really awesome. And we'll just carefully remove this thingy here. I think it's easier to cut it than to do something. Okay, this is not too easy, but okay, just and then you have to be careful, it will expand. Oh yeah. Yep, and this is what it's supposed to do, right? So, I'm not quite sure if you can see this properly, but you have some nice little Velcro wraps here. I think it's to fixate the cable. And, you're gonna have to make... I'm not quite sure how it will go into the... No? How can I put it on camera? Alright, so this is the springy thingy here. So what the big question is, how will it stay in place once it is attached to the table? Well, okay, I can show you how this will fit in here. Alright, yeah, so this is nice and nothing too fancy. It doesn't... there isn't a... It doesn't lock into it or something like that, but yeah, we will figure it out if this is an issue or not. Just remove the foil and you will... It's really big, so my camera can't get it in full. I will just open up the rest of the package first before I show it in full. Ooh, this looks quite nice as well, but what is that? Perhaps I do need the manual. What could that possibly be? I think this is another way to mount it to the table, and you drill a bigger hole into your table, and then you will just put it in and tighten the screw, and then you don't need to use this one. I think this is more for a installation in perhaps radio studios or something like that. This gives you more flexibility if you have a mobile setup or something like that. If you record podcasts and you often change locations, you would need this one. Okay, yeah, this pretty much all she wrote. Alright, one further adjustment. As you can see, this is the bigger screw inlet, and so you need this piece for reducing the width of this screw, and you just screw it into this. It's easier if you have something, ouch, if you have something to screw it into. I'm not quite sure what I can use for that. Perhaps the pliers here. It's just yep, that you can... That doesn't fit so great. I think it's because the inside is coated. I'm not quite happy with that. It's really not so great. Could be easier. Well, we have to figure it out. So this is the it's the mounted microphone on this specific PSA1 microphone stand, and as you can see, the microphone is heavy enough that this arm will stay in place even if the spring load is very high, but you can move it all around and you can put it into any position you like. I have to insert the screw a bit more professional, but I think you can see how this will work when it's fixated to a desk. And the cool thing is, if you don't need it, you can put it back there, and if you record something, if you want to record some vocals, you will just pull it over, put it into the right height, and it's way easier than to deal with the microphone stand. So I think this is a quite neat product. Is there something I missed? Now here are some fancy levers. Perhaps I figure out what they are used for, but I think it's just for the cable management, that the cable will just go right through here and there, and Bob's your uncle. So this is my first review of the PSA1, and I'll keep you posted if it's useful in the studio, if I really need it on a day-to-day basis. But first thing is to get it installed and, yeah, well, play around with it. Stay tuned.